Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. I hope everybody's enjoying their winter season so far fishing. I have not. Right now I'm trying to recover from being sick, but I just wanted to stop by and bring y'all another video, as February is coming to an end, and we're kind of looking forward to the beginning of official fishing season, which kind of starts in March. So I guess like the last tutorial I really want to bring to you right now is I want to show you how to tie 3 specific knots. These are my personal 3 favorite knots I like to tie from my lures. And out of these 3, one's very basic, everybody should be knowing it. And then I have 2 knots for me that are technique specific, one for moving baits and one for bottom baits. So I am going to just show you how to tie those on, so that way you already know how to cast and you already know about your equipment, and now we're just tying on your lures, and so that way you kind of be almost complete there. Okay, so first knot I'm going to go over is the improved clinch knot. Like I said, this is the most basic and simple knot that most angler knows. This is like your beginner's knot. So I'm going to go straight from my spool of line that I got here that I'm using. I'm not using any yarn or any rope to show any kind of demonstration. I want to show you straight from the line and the hook and lure itself. So you're going to take your tagging of your line. I hope y'all can see that as well as I can. Take your tagging and go through the eye of your hook or your lure. Make sure that's in frame. Once you go through, like threading the eye of a needle, you want to take your tagging across the main line, the body of your line. Now what I like to do is I like to twist this at least 5 to 6 times. Some people may do 7. I feel like 7 is excessive. So when you're twisting this, you always kind of start back to where your hook or how you ever had your lure. So I got up here. So 1 twist is 1, because I'm at the back of the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to that 5th or 6th, like I said, I don't like too many. You want to take your tag in and go back to that bottom loop that was created from the twisting. And then once you got that tag in through that loop, then you're basically going to go through the loop that was created from pulling the tag in down. As soon as I get all my fat fingers and hands out of the way, like I said, back through the 2nd loop that was created. And now once you got that done, let me straighten it out. So you're going to kind of wind up looking like this. Once you get here, you don't pull it down. You want to wet this line, because you don't want the line cutting into itself and getting broken off, because your line's cutting into itself. So I'm going to wet it a little bit. Yes, I use a little bit of saliva. Some people say you can even use chapstick. So then once you wet it, you pull the tag and the main line together, kind of form the knot a little bit, and then you pull it down. And then that is your improved clinch knot right there. Hopefully you can see that very well. I'm just still kind of just bring it around a little bit. And of course, anytime you're done tying on your knot, then the last thing you want to do is just kind of clip off the tag in. That excessive is, as close as you can get without cutting the main line. And like I said, that's it right there. That's basically the improved clinch knot. All right, so second knot on this list is the Uni Knot. Now the reason I like the Uni Knot, because it can be used in 2 applications outside of just tying on your lure. It can also be used for also attaching another line. If you're connecting 2 lines, like let's say braid to fluoro, or even floral to fluoro, if you're connecting 2 lines. But I'm gonna show you how to tie the Uni Knot. I like the Uni Knot on my moving lures or my reaction lures. So that's why you see the crankbait. This is a movement lure. This is something that you actually retrieve. That doesn't sit or anything. Like I said, this is just my preference, what I like to do. So of course, once again, tag in through that eye, or in this case, the oval ring, whatever lure you're using for this. And once you do that, you want to take that tag and come across the body again. Now here comes the part where it gets a little, like I said, tricky. You're going between the tag and you want to make a loop. So you form a loop. What I like to do is just form a loop big enough and get as close to the eye or the ring, whichever you're using. Get your main line. So you're going to pinch all 3 together, the loop from the tag in and then the main line. And then once you do that, you're going to take your tag in and you're just going to basically go through this loop and around the main line 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I almost got my 5th one. I can't get my tag in. Sometimes I just can't never get these lines and knots to cooperate. So once you do that, like I said, you got the loop with the tag in twisted around that in the main loop. You're gonna wet it again. Cinch it down so you can start forming the knot, and then it should go down the main line, and then there is your uni knot right there. To me, it's also a very simple knot. I don't think it's really complex. I think people just get lost when it comes to making that loop. I want to make sure that everything is good. Then I'm pulling the tag in as well. Now the funny thing is about the uni knot though, and this is why I like it on my movement baits, because the knot still moves. Like the improved clinch knot, you really can't get the knot to move like that, but it's like I can reset the knot again. So whenever, you know, a fish does, you know, tries to devour your lure, eat it, it may give a little bit and pull in that main line. It may not, but that's why I kind of like it on my movement lures. So that's just a uni knot. And then of course, again, I'm going to clip my tag in. As close as I can to the knot without cutting the main line, of course, because that has happened to me. But once again, that is your uni knot. Okay, now last but not least is the Palomar knot. Now I like this particular knot on my bottom contact bait, so I'll be using a jig, and by bottom contact, these are all your lures or techniques that involves it being on the bottom. I like this knot the most. I feel like it's the strongest. You know, no matter what depth you're pulling off from that bottom, you want to have the strongest knot on there. So now when tying up Palomar knot, this is also going to be very helpful for you when you're also tying the drop shot rig as well, which we can do another video on that as well later here. So once again, same thing, tagging through your eye. Now with the Palomar knot, so you get your tag in, going through the eye. The next thing, I'm gonna give myself some more line here, and then you're gonna take that tag in and go back through the eye again. So we basically got a loop created here. Give myself some more line. Now, the only thing I don't like about this knot is how much line I feel like I use. Some people may figured it out and don't use as much line. Like I said, you're gonna use a lot of line when doing the drop shot on this, but we're not doing that right now. So like I said, so you went back through the eye, you got your loop here, and you got your tag in your main line. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna basically just tie a regular, I guess, overhand knot. So take that loop and go through here. Once you do that, see, that's the other thing about the Palomar knot, there's a lot of loops to deal with. So you got to be very careful because you don't want to not tie the knot correctly. So like I said, tie a regular overhand knot, get that loop through there. Once you have that loop there, you're going to take the loop that you created and you're going to go over the hook. So over everything you got tied on. And once you got that, you gotta want to keep your hand on that tag in and main line. And then of course, still we're going to just, let me make sure I got my tag in and main line together. Wet the line. And then cinch it down once you got it wet. But what the main reason why I guess I really like this on my bottom contacts, because I don't know if you can really tell, but because you went through it twice, so it's like you got 2 strands of line on there. That's why I think it's the strongest, because it does put 2, I guess, strands of line there and then puts a knot on it. So this is why I like it on my bottom contact baits. But that is essentially the Palomar knot. Like I said, it's very essential that you do tie the overhead knot correctly and get the loop over your lure and everything, under everything. Make sure that it's not, getting up, caught on anything. But to me, this is the best bottom contact knot for your bottom contact lures. Well, there you have it. Those are my 3 personal favorite knots that I like to tie on. Only other tip that I can give you is just definitely practice those knots. The more you tie it, the easier it gets and the less time you spend tying them on. So master your knots, and then hopefully I will see y'all out there in March. So good luck to you.